today we're talking slippery elm bark. It is the best supplement to have on hand for dogs and cats. And me and Cookie are going to tell you all about it. We're going to talk about all the benefits and how I use it and how Cookie's used it. And we're going to get right into it. Okay, so slippery elm bark actually comes from a tree, and it's from the inner bark of the tree. And it's called a mucilage. So it is I get it in a dry powder, but when you get it wet, it becomes very thick, depending on how much water you add to it, and very slimy. And what that does is it can coat the digestive system, and it is just amazing for the digestive tract. There's a whole lot of other benefits, but the number one thing I use it for with my dogs and cats is digestion. A lot of times I have dogs with 12 dogs, which I have 11 now. Scarlett just passed away. So 11 dogs. I have, a dog that'll go off feed one day. I don't know if it's eaten something outside it shouldn't have, or, they get leaky gut from eating a lot of kibble. But I just give them a little bit of slippery elm, and it just speeds up their healing really fast. And they're back right on their feet and feeling good. I mean, within hours. And I've also used it with my little dog who has had pancreatitis, Coco. She's 5 pounds. And she got pancreatitis from scorpion stings, believe it or not. And she was one sick little girl. And if anybody knows what pancreatitis attacks are like with dogs, she was really bad. Just a few little mils of this, and she was back to normal. And anytime she's had an episode, this will clear it instantly. So that's something really good. I've also, which I don't have any experience with this, but I have done a lot of research on slippery elm, and the esophagus problem that dogs get. This is really good for that, for pet parents that are struggling with the esophagus problem. Now I'm going to show you how I use it. There's a lot of different ways to mix it. You can mix it and make it like a tea already made up, and then give them mils right out of that, or teaspoons. And or you can give it in dry powder form. Now for cats, it's best to give a cat it, like if you have a cat that's been throwing up a lot and stuff like that, you can give it to them, like a half hour before they're going to eat. So you would mix it up into a paste, and then, or I make it a little bit thinner for the cats. And then you can either syringe it in their mouth, which is what I do a lot of times, or you can add it directly to their food. And if you add it directly to your cat's food, it is better for like diarrhea or constipation, which it like regulates both. So if you've got a dog or a cat that has had a lot of diarrhea, get them on slippery elm. If they've been constipated, can't go to the bathroom, get them on slippery elm. It is amazing. And it's the most safest herb. So not herb, it's a supplement. I keep calling it a herb, and it's actually just a supplement. But what I do, I'll show you really quick, is for my little dogs, the general dosage is 1/4 teaspoon per 10 pounds, 1 to 2 times a day. And that they kind of say all the way, even with cats and everything. Now, that is for the dry powder. If you mix it up into a paste, which what we'll do, and I always pour my water in first, because the slippery elm will get stuck down on the bottom, and it won't seem to mix up very good. So I have 1/4 teaspoon. See, now you would do 1/4 teaspoon directly in like a 10-pound food, and which I do about a 4 teaspoon for my 5-pound Chihuahua, but you should half that. You could half that. So you mix it up like this, and I'll put there is a dosage for like if you're making the tea and then you want to syringe it to them. I've never really followed it. I just do like about a teaspoon to an ounce of water, and then I syringe it. And that's what's worked for me. If you make it too thick, or if you walk away and let it sit too long, it's almost too thick to syringe. So you got to syringe it pretty quick. or you can pour this directly into their food and let them, you know, eat it that way. But for nausea, they suggest that you give it 30 minutes prior to them eating their food. So you would definitely syringe it, or maybe mix it with some chicken broth and see if they'll just lick it up first and then feed them their meal. I don't know if my dogs are nauseated or not, so when they don't want to eat, but I just syringe this in their mouth and wait. You know, they'll skip a meal or whatever, and then we wait till the next meal, and then they're hungry and they're fine. So that's how I've been using it. But for cats, it is amazing for hairballs. It slicks their digestive system, and the hairballs just seem to slide out better. So that's a major thing. I just give this to my cats like on a monthly basis, just to kind of help them with their hairballs. It does have vitamin E in it and tons of antioxidants, so that's super. There is two things that everyone that using Slippery Elm should know. It is not good for pregnant cats and dogs or pregnant people. It's known, I don't know if it's scientifically known, but they say it can cause a miscarriage. So I wouldn't use it on a pregnant cat or a pregnant dog. It's also best not to take it within 2 hours of any kind of medication, because since it coats the stomach, it's going to have an absorption problem, and you won't be able to absorb your medicine like you should. So 2 hours window either way would be probably really good. It can be used topical for wounds and stuff like that, and like a nature's Band-Aid. I know it's got all kinds of, you know, anti-inflammatory properties and everything, so it does all kinds of stuff topical. I haven't used it topical on any of my pets. The things I've used it for is my little piglet, BB, my adorable little piglet. She was on milk, you know, after she had gotten bottle fed. Right before I weaned her, she was just drinking so much milk, and she got constipated, and just a little bit of this, and she's regular perfect. So it really, really works for that. It works excellent, like I said, for cats with any kind of digestive problems. If they're vomiting all the time, which cats vomit a lot anyway. I have an older cat, 17 years old, Winnie, and she's got a very sensitive stomach, always has, and is always vomiting. And this has really changed her life. I add it to a lot of her meals. Not every day, you can do every day. I'm actually taking it every day for myself for leaky gut, and I absolutely love it. It is amazing stuff. But if you don't know anything about Slippery Elm, do a little bit of research on it. It's a great thing to get a big old bag like this, keep it up in the cupboard, just have it, you know, safe for when you need it, and pull it out. I mean, it's amazing stuff, and every dog and cat owner should have it for sure. But anyways, I just wanted to bring you a really quick video and let you know about Slippery Elm for cats and dogs, goats, chickens, horses, everything can have it. Just remember, 2 hours away either way with medication, and that's even natural supplements and stuff. You don't want to take Slippery Elm with a handful of supplements, because it's just going to make it harder for you to absorb any of those things. So take it by itself, and not really good for anything pregnant. So those are two things to really keep in mind. Other than that, it's extremely safe, and you will be amazed at how well it will work for your cats and dogs. Anyways, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it around if you have any friends that have cats and dogs, or you know somebody who has a dog throwing up or cat throwing up, or you know, anything like that. Get this video out there to them, because this is great stuff. I mean, us talking to each other and YouTube and everything, this is our knowledge. I didn't know about Slippery Elm until I started watching videos and learning about it, and then buying it and trying it on my pets, and I absolutely love it. And I'm going to have a whole lot more great natural things that we can use for our pets and us. And like I always say, if I can't use it on me, I can't use it on my pets. That's just the way I feel. I don't like to, I don't know, human grade everything for my pets. And Slippery Elm comes human grade for them. But anyways, we'll talk to you later. Bye.